But what are you guys feeling after watching that series? You got a good pitching performance from Nestor Cortez, who looks like a world beater all of a sudden. So you have to feel good about that. You're not really happy that Gallo and Torres are batting a combined 150, which is
God.
about the weight of an average middle schooler. So, what are we feeling here coming into this
Just
Monday
about,
where you
dude.
have an off day?
Dude, and that game yesterday was personified Yankee loss. Nestor Cortez has the literal game of his major league career, career high in strikeouts of 12. Cortez has been such a wild story, and he's a guy that if the Yankees were to make an improvement on this team, many people would say, hey, Cortez would probably be the odd man out of that rotation. I don't think so anymore, guys. I think Nestor Cortez is the real deal. I love seeing what he's doing, but we're not talking about the pitching. The pitching is great. Actually, I believe from as of yesterday, still the Yankees lead the American League in team ERA. So just between the rotation and bullpen, things have been going great there. It's that fucking batting order. And we're going to get into it, of course, and reconstruct this batting order because it has not been consistent, guys. We've seen different orders come out every day. It's as if we're playing, a different month every single game out. I mean, each lineup is so different. And this guy, Joey Gallo, still batting in prominent roles. And if you didn't hear Joe's rant about it last week, go to YouTube, check out his rant on Joey Gallo. He's not even a Yankee fan. This doesn't concern him. This is concerning to us fans here, Tom. What are we doing with Joey Gallo?
Listen, all Yankee business is Met fans' concern. That's what, the Mets fans talk about 75% of the times. There are things that are going on in the Bronx because they don't want to talk about their normally pitiful team. But yeah, listen, it wasn't just Nestor that had a good weekend. Tyone had a good start. Monty had a good start. The bullpen was pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was enough to win. It's the same old Yankees from last year. It's a lot of just not putting forth the effort, resting. How Aaron Judge needs a game off 7 games into the season is ludicrous. It's ridiculous. How is he doesn't need it. And that's the worst part. He doesn't need a day off. Rizzo didn't need a day off this series. Who else had a day? I think LeMahieu had a day off this series. These guys don't need to rest. They need to play.
Yeah, the problem is,
they don't need all these rest days, and then you can't get into a rhythm. And like we were talking about, we're going to try to reconstruct this lineup, but first you got to get the same guys in there all the time, and it's not them that want to sit out. It's not Boone, if I'm being honest either. I don't think it's him. It's the front office, it's Cashman, it's the analytics guys. They think that they need to rest them to keep them healthy, but they're going to realize that if they don't play them, they're not going to win, and that's worse.
Yep. No, listen, you're right. You can't keep resting these guys. Listen, I know you want to give guys a blow every now and then, but you got to get some consistency with this lineup, man. I'll tell you, hey, where's the freaking gabagool? Rizzo only hitting 212 right now. I think Gallo hitting below 200. Where's this guy been all time? We got to get this, this team's got to wake up. What are we doing here? Come on, we're the New York Yankees, and we can't fucking hit the ball. Come on, let's go now.
Oh,
unbelievable. Unbelievable, man.
So cultured. I love it.
Well, listen, I mean, the problem with the Yankees is you got 2 players not just Gallo. You got another player in Torres who has vastly underperformed up until this point and is put in a spot where you have to rotate your infielders. DJ is going to get days off. Donaldson, Rizzo are going to get days off because the Yankees still believe in Torres. Now, we're going to get to a point in this season where the Yankees are going to have to make a decision. If you are going to play both Torres and Gallo, it should be a straight platoon. All right? Your infield should be set. It should be DJ is your best field and infielder. He should play second base every chance he gets. I'm sorry. You know what? Donaldson, yeah, you want a little bit more consistency out of him. He's won you 2 games with his bat already. So, Donaldson's got to play as far as I'm concerned. You have that DH slot. When Torres plays, Stanton goes into the outfield, and Donaldson goes to DH, and you can put LeMahieu at third. When Gallo plays, and he should only play against righties, and Torres should only play against lefties. When Gallo plays, Torres needs to sit on the bench, and Gallo will play left field. It should be a straight up platoon with those players until one of them or both decide that they want to hit like a major league player, and not only a major league player, a former all-star. And neither of them have shown that right now. And the Yankees fans in particular are going to run out of patience with both of these guys very soon. Torres is, forget Gallo. Gallo at this point is a mercenary. He's not going to be here past next year. Torres is just about at the end of his rope because he was supposed to be the franchise cornerstone infielder for this team. He was supposed to be this second guy with Judge, who was supposed to be the cornerstone of this franchise, and he hasn't done that. So has now put the Yankees in a position where if this goes on much more than the 10 games it's gone on for, they're going to have to hit a wall with both of these guys.
Torres has quickly gone from being untouchable to untradeable on this team. And it's said, I like your layout of Gallo and Torres not being in the same order. Yes, you're going to be doing a lot of juggling with the defense, which is the one thing I'm probably not the biggest fan of. I still believe that this team should be defense first, but honestly, with the bats, the way they're swinging, maybe it's time to give up a little bit of defense for some offense here and put out your best bats. And at this rate, it's like, I feel like no matter how we can reconstruct this Yankee order,